welcome back to Fun Family Farming. We are showing you today our routine. We just woke up. From the time we wake up to the time we're completely done for the morning chores, and it won't take long. Hang it in there with us. Follow me. Number one, we got some food scraps. We're gonna give it to the chickens. They love it. Watermelon, and they love bananas, banana peels. And that's Elijah. Elijah, come over.
Say hi, guys. But here's my stamp.
Your stamp?
Elijah, can you let the chickens out?
You want to show everybody how you let the chickens out, bud?
Yeah, show them you, Sylvia, the big help of this farm.
Watch this. They're all lined up. They usually can't wait to get out.
Morning.
Look at them. Oh, look at them all coming now.
Oh, they're coming because they love Elijah. Elijah's the gatekeeper. Let me help you with that.
I know how.
I'll help you.
A
A
Beetle.
beetle.
Oh, if the chickens find that, they will eat it. Are you gonna let the chickens out? People are waiting. I'm gonna play
He
with
wants
the
the
bug.
beetle. Elijah loves beetles.
I'm getting that beetle so I can give to chickens.
Oh, he's gonna give it to the chicken.
There you go. That's gone.
Whoa!
That didn't take long.
They eat it.
Yeah.
So this is our compost pile. So we easy girls. Normally we dump it over here. And then we put this out for being washed. We'll wash that later. So they have a feeder inside with some feed, but from now on they're going to free range for the day. Now they are taking care of it. We'll come back here to get the eggs in a little bit.
Except their water, we do.
Oh yeah,
Them fresh
gotta
water.
put the water. But let me put this here.
Hold on, bud. Can you grab their water? We usually put fresh water every morning, and we put it in the shade because it tends to be straight in the sun. So we'll usually put it out here somewhere in the shade, like somewhere where the trees or this bush here creates shade after we fill it for them, so that it stays cool.
Right.
It's been very
The
hot.
hose is right there.
These are Rhode Island Reds. They're very friendly. They follow us
And
around.
these two girls, one of them is very, very vocal.
Yeah, she speaks a lot. She makes a lot of noises.
She's always saying something. I gotta get Google Translator or something.
Chicken language.
What she's saying. So I would like to leave it over here because they gotta get their
Gotta get
sponge and
The
stuff.
other ones too.
Always carry your keys. Because many times I came here and I was like, oh no, the key's in the garage. Not today. It's in my pocket today. You stamping it?
Oh, let's just stamp in the grass. Little rocket stamps.
Hold on, chicken nuggets. We're coming there soon.
There's the babies.
Good night, yeah.
Bye, bud.
It's going super fast.
Super fast today.
Faster than anything.
Because it was fully charged. It's fully charged.
Elijah waited a long time for that. What, bud? Our chores, our morning chores. Filling the water,
Soon we're
cleaning.
gonna bring the feed for the pigs. So Elijah saved his money since when we were in Connecticut. He's been saving his money for almost, I don't know, 2 years, if you would say, a year and a half, to buy that. He used to have a Hummer. He sold it. He used to have some Power Wheels. He sold it, and he got that one brand new. He loves it. And in the meantime, we're teaching him responsibilities. We're teaching him how to save money. A lot of people actually wants to start a farm, wants to do things. I see a lot of people, they wanted to do these things. They talk to me through Facebook and stuff. I have some friends that I would love to have that, but when I start asking some questions, they ask me like, what should I do? I say, man, I wouldn't jump it in to buy a bunch of land when you have a lot of debt. I have some friends that wants to do what we're doing, but they have 2-3 car debts, and I'm not putting the judgment on it, but you want some freedom. You want freedom before you jump to this, because you need to have some. You want to have some financial freedom, because the thing is,
I just kicked the ball in my cheek, that ball.
you're playing soccer with a Jeep?
But look, get the other things.
The
Yeah.
flies, little flies.
You're riding on the grass, but the flies are coming out.
And it's not that we didn't have any debt of our own, it's just that we focused on trying to get out of debt first, and we waited a long time to be where we are today. So it's just planning and preparing for it, you know?
Right.
We know what it's like to have debt, and it's hard, but it's worth it to free yourself from that first, you know? Pay those car payments off, and
Right.
don't just pay the minimum, you know? Try to pay them off and focus on that first. Tackle one thing at a time, and before you know it, you'd be surprised, you know,
Yeah.
that you can be debt free.
we're not a financial advisor, but let me tell you something. I got out of that.
We're not completely, though. We have a mortgage, so.
Well, yeah, we have a mortgage.
But no school loans, no car payments anymore,
Right. No credit cards.
no credit card
Because
debts.
People just charge it. You know, if you think about it, I used to be like that. I used to say like credit cards. I don't know how we got into that subject. But, well, it's part of farming. You wanna farm right. You don't want to be farming with the stress of finance. That's for sure. So then it becomes a burden. You have to sell this. You have to sell that to survive. And let me tell you, if we don't sell the eggs today, you know what? We'll be okay.
We sacrificed a lot. Remember when we drove the Subaru? Some people, it was a very
never
old
forget.
car. I'll never forget that. Some people might say it was embarrassing driving that car. It was an old station wagon, very old
People used
car.
to make fun of us because the car used
People
to
would
be a
laugh at us. Whose car is that? Outside at like get-togethers, and we'd say that's our car. But you know what? It gets us where we need to go, and it's helping us to pay off our debt. We don't have
There you go.
Sky is ready to play. She's running with her rope toy in her mouth. Sky! Hi! She's such a good dog.
I did put apple cider vinegar on the water inside.
Ran over the ball.
I did put apple cider vinegar on the water for the chicks, for the meat chicks yesterday. So, but this one I will do probably tomorrow.
Yeah, we don't do it every day, right? Because it
No.
could give diarrhea
Yeah,
to
once
do it
a
every
week,
day.
every 2 weeks. Oh, you're on the road. Come on, girl. Come on.
In the
Come on.
shade, babe, in the shade.
It's very important for you to have a call for your chickens. But when you need them close, oh, Elijah's getting the other chicken that is on the road. See? He uses his Jeep. We got some water for you, girl.
He herds them in with the Jeep. Must be another. Is there another one over there?
We got some water, fresh water. Chickens love fresh water. Look at that. Fresh water.
Well, it's been very hot too.
Yes.
We keep it in the shade for them. We leave it out in a spot like that because in their chicken run right now it's all sun. There's no shade until the afternoon.
Yes.
So
Well, let's finish our tour. Now,
That's Elijah's call for the chickens.
it's exciting. Now this bowl is ready for the next.
We've been having to clean this out twice a day because we have a lot of chicks in here.
And
We
they're
got
growing fast.
eating
I believe in another week or two, as soon as that the rain season is over, which is kind of almost there. May is a very wet season in Tennessee, especially down here around Nashville area. I'm gonna do
But then they'll be on the grass.
another week. Thank you for picking them up, bud. Another week or two, we're gonna transition them to the free range, semi-free range. But right now,
They're getting their feathers.
they're getting their feathers in. You gotta clean all this hay.
It's a lot of poop in there from the night.
Yes.
We did put all fresh hay before bed, but look at that. It's all a lot of poop.
Yes.
It's not good to leave it like that, so we clean it out twice a day at least for them.
And an easier way to do this, I came to find out, is using tarps.
Oh.
I use this old tarp. What are you running? A spider web?
No, I don't like to sit where the garage door is because, I don't know, in case if it ever like fell, it's kind of broken a little, so.
No, it won't fall like that. So I like to put it, this is an old tarp, I like to put it over here and I'll drag it and then put it in our compost pile inside of the chicken run. That's it.
Do we have another one? Because that has some holes in there.
No, it won't fall, it's just crawling.
I do it the harder way, guys, I guess. I put a bucket here and I shovel it, dump it in the bucket, dump the bucket out, come back. But I guess this is easier to just put it all in one shot. Find which way works for you, that's what I say.
Yeah, you'll find what works for you, yeah?
I do the bucket. It's harder, but
Well, I like this because you drag it all in one shot.
yeah, it makes sense. The hard part is trying not to touch the chickens because they're all over the place, but they'll stay away, usually. See, they run away. Or not.
Go away, go away, go away, go away. You're running away. Come on, get up. Get out of there.
We like to open the garage door too and just let some sunlight in. They love the sun. They can't wait to be outside eventually. Whoa, it was a good kick, bud. really grateful for is our rooster is a very gentle rooster. I don't know if you could see him, but we call him Mr. Rooster. He is very gentle. He's more afraid of you than you'd ever be of him. He never attacks.
He protects his hands.
Yeah, he is a very good rooster, but he's not aggressive, thankfully, at all.
If you throw some feed, he waits for the chickens to eat first.
Yeah, he'll sacrifice himself from eating to feed the hens, make sure they get fed. And when he finds like a worm in the yard, he'll make some kind of a noise to alert them to come over and eat it. I saw him do that a couple times.
Yep.
And he won't eat it. He'll call them to eat it. So he takes good care of them. He's a good rooster. A lot of people say that roosters are mean, and some of them I've met, some of them are. Some of them can be mean. Maybe it depends on the breed or how they're raised, I don't know, but we are just grateful that our rooster is very gentle.
This season, we have this job every day. Gotta do this every day. Gotta get more wood chips and hay. Hey, you want some hay? I know that's not funny, but I like it every time. I like to give them some hay first, because they like to come and eat some of the clovers in there and some of the dry leaves. Alright, now we gotta go get the wood chips for here.
Look at these guys. They're so happy.
That was some of the oyster shells that was left over, the bigger rocks.
See how dirty it gets? Hay and poop and everything in there. We clean these waters every morning, and we dump it out a couple times a day too to keep it clean.
So what we're doing now, because the wood chips are right down the other end of the property,
Way down there.
and the pigs are next to it, we're gonna get the pigs feed and bring it to the pigs and come back with the wood chips. I think I had too much breakfast today. We're gonna fill with wood chips, and then when we got here we can just pick it up, and I'm bringing the wagon too.
Elijah helps out a lot with his Jeep.
Oh, and we gotta bring the pig feed, I forgot.
Yep, you forgot.
I started mixing the chicken feed, and I start mixing the chicken feed for those guys when they get off of the medicated feed. So I'm starting to filling this up with the high protein feed, which is, we use the pellets, which is a low protein, 16%, and we add protein in seeds and stuff for them. So I started doing it because they're growing quick. Those little dinosaurs
This is the
quick.
pig's feed.
And this is the pig's feed. This is like snacks for them.
Some
Treats.
treats.
But we put it in there, we mix it with their feed so they can have a little more whatever.
Smells like peaches.
It does.
We usually add some water to their feed because they were getting a little constipated with it being dry. So we started adding water, and this way we know they're getting some nice cold water too as they're eating. I had some trouble with that top the other morning. Look at these guys in the sunlight. Getting some sunlight.
What we're doing, we're not fermenting the feed yet. This is not for fermenting because this is more for so that the pigs can have some water in their diet, because they have water there, but I notice our pigs are a little they have a little princess syndrome. They don't like mud. Yeah, they're pigs. They don't like mud, and
I have to say Olivia's starting to like the mud though. Yesterday I went up there and her whole butt was covered in mud.
Well, they like to lay down on the hot days, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. They don't like to
But
merge
some
themselves in
pigs
the
will
mud.
stay all day on the field, but
Look at Elijah way up there.
so I try to knock down two things in once. We're going down there to grab wood chips, so we bring the pig's feet.
That's our garden, everybody. It's sprouting up. I started to see some little green tiny balls on the tomato plants. Little tomatoes starting to bloom.
So we're having
Very
a
exciting.
balls harvest.
Yeah,
Is that what you're
little
saying?
tomatoes starting to bloom.
That's how they make plastic balls. They plant them.
We'll be doing another video specifically on updating with the garden. We'll show a little closer up, but they're getting bigger. Elijah's waiting for us up by the barn. Oh, the pigs are waiting at the door.
You know what time we have to feed them. Hey, you driving off-road? You driving off-road?
What do you got in your hand? What is that?
That's from that.
Oh, it's like a grass?
Yeah, I can
Ah, cool. Look at them, how cute. Hey girls! Oh,
Big clovers around.
yeah. Hey girls! Oh, they're so cute. This is another fence we're trying to do to give these girls some more room. It goes all the way back there, but we didn't finish it yet. See all the poles?
Very important thing to make sure his is nice and clean. Make sure your Energizer is charging correctly. Gotta come over here with some water later on and wipe this down. If this doesn't have
You hungry? We got you some
Oh, yeah.
food.
yeah. You wanna eat something?
I see a mark in the mud. It must have been Olivia was laying there.
Looks like it's two.
Is there two? They like to lay in the mud only when it's really hot. They really don't get in the mud unless they get really, really hot.
Hey, pork chop.
Hey, girls.
Hi. Hi, Olivia. How are you all doing? Pink, 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 pink,
They're
pink,
so friendly.
pink, 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 pink,
So
pink,
cute.
pink, pink. What I do, I put a little bit of the water first. Let them drink some of that water. Make sure they're having some. They have their water bowl. It's full and everything, but don't be picky now. You already dumped half of the water.
They're like, where's the food? I want the water. There's the food.
And there's always something on the bottom. What did I do with this? Like this. Guess what? They will come back to that later.
Poor Chub's coming now.
That's
She's
it.
coming now.
Alright, pork chop.
Oh, what a good
You got some
girl.
mud on you, girl.
Good
You're
girl.
turning to a pig pretty quick, huh? You used to be scared of dust, and scared of mud and getting dirty.
We try to
guess-
keep their water in the shade over there.
Oh,
But
you.
they're not drinking too
Oh,
much
Olivia
of
has
it.
some mud in her butt. Look at that.
I told you yesterday it was totally covered. Way more than that even.
This is a good opportunity when you feed the pigs. They're so entertaining to the feed. For you to watch, look at around them to see if there's no hurt, there's no cuts or anything that they're dealing with. You check on them, walk around, you check on them, because it's important. You want your
Very
animals to be healthy. And they got so overwhelmed. They kind of swap bowls all the time. They don't
Yeah,
know.
they
They think
do.
that one tastes better than this one. And they keep switching.
This is their area for right now with the mud and the pond, and but we want to extend it. Like I said, we're trying to put these poles and this wire electrical fence all in that tall grass. There's a path there for them.
Yes.
We want to make them to have a big
They
area.
still will have this pond.
They'll still have
Little
this
mud
pond,
pit.
but they'll also have more areas of shade and a lot of grass, which is good.
Right. They can munch on the grass. They can have dirt to play with. And
So we're excited for that. Little
be a
little
li-
at a time.
yeah, it's a lot of work. And they can be pigs again. I mean, these two are.
When do you think we'll work on that again, or what's the update with the fencing with
I
this?
really don't know, to be honest. I really wanted to do it yesterday,
Yeah.
but I have no time right now. We get caught up with other things that happens on the farm.
Don't we need to buy something for it too?
Oh yeah, we gotta buy the ground.
The ground.
The ground pole, it has to be about 6-8 foot, go deep in the ground so we can ground it up. And
Let's
we
show.
want to put a few more.
I want to show them the path over there.
Let's go and look at it. But,
That'll be
I don't
another video, but we'll show you the path that we created for them at least. All these poles, see these wires, 2 wires, because pigs aren't that tall, and Marcelo says, I said, are you sure they won't jump that? It's very low to the ground. He said, no, they won't jump it.
Well, we still need adjustment because it's not hot yet, and the deer came and knocked down some of them.
Yeah, we're gonna adjust it a little bit.
So we need to tie it up a little more, add a few more poles.
It makes me happy to think of them having double the space though. I want that for them. They're good pigs. So over here in the long grass is a path for them. Might be growing in now. Well, that's where our wood chips are. But this
We'll show the path for the kids.
This is the path. Look at every so many feet has a pole.
And we are going to install an
great.
opening over here. I don't know, the ground's a little high. You want to go in there?
No, I probably will just show from
So we
here.
just go over here, go around it.
The huge path.
It's just a bigger path. So they can have more freedom and can enjoy it
Have
more.
all of this and all that.
Yes. Oh, let's get some wood chips because the baby chicks are waiting for us. Rise up. The baby chicks are waiting. Let's get some chips.
You know, before we moved to Tennessee, I had never heard of something called chiggers. And so when we moved here, people started telling us, careful in the long grass, because there's something called triggers, and they get in your skin. They're bugs, and they make you very itchy. So that's why I'm wearing shorts right now, so I'm not going in the long grass over there. I don't want no chiggers or ticks. I had a tick on me a couple weeks ago.
Well, that's why you see it's hot. But I'm wearing long sleeves. I don't want to get, what's the name? Triggers?
Chiggers, I don't know.
Whatever they call. A lot of people on the Facebook communities ask, what do you use for batting? What do you use for batting? In the beginning, we use wood shavings, which is made out of pine, dry wood shavings. Then, when we ran out of 4 bags of wood shavings, we transitioned to hay, which is the second softest thing. And now we're transitioning from hay to wood chips. Obviously, it needs to be dry, because if it's not dry, it creates humidity, and chickens do not go well with humidity. No matter what age, they can get disease and so many other stuff that can happen.
Yeah, we don't want to put wet bedding in there for them.
We have hay in our barn, so when the wood chips are wet, we use the hay. And when it's a dry day for a few days, we scrape some of the top wood chips and put it for them.
Reach out to your local tree companies, because some of them actually need to find a place to dump some wood chips, and they'll do it for free, some of them. So reach out to them and your local businesses around you. Some of the tree companies mention that they actually pay a fee. That if they don't find somewhere to dump it for free, they have to pay a fee to get rid of it, to dump it. So
people ask what kind of trees. I don't really care. As long as it's dry, as long as it doesn't have sap on it, and we let it sit for a little bit, we're good with it. And if the wood chips comes with some leaves and stuff, even better.
Oh, but by you getting from the local companies like that need to find a place to dump it, that we're helping them and they're helping us, so it works out.
Right. If the wood chips has leaves and has clovers, has whatever in there, they will love it, because they will eat some of the leaves. They have something out of this that they can eat it. We use wood chips for the compost pile. We use wood chips for bedding. And we use wood chips for the pigs and
in the garden.
In the garden.
A lot of uses for it.
Wood chips are good for everything if you have a farm.
What are we gonna do with this wood here?
Oh, we're preparing for, they're drying. We're gonna do firewood with these logs. We're gonna start splitting them for firewood.
Eventually, we want to get a wood stove. That's in the way future right now. What in the world? What do you got?
Huh?
What has he got? A tree branch? What do you got?
For the tree company.
It's loaded up with the wood chips in the back. We got the wagon over there ready to go.
Oh, bud.
You getting some grass for them?
People think I'm crazy, but I like to give some snacks for the meat birds. Clovers. Some clovers. The clovers here are pretty high, see? For the baby chicks. Yeah.
There's some big clovers right here too.
Just a couple handfuls, just as a treat. Because they've been so good to us.
Oh, the chickens are way over there. That's not good.
I'll send my helper to go get it with his Jeep. Elijah! The chicken! I don't think he can hear me.
Sometimes if you just call them, they come. If you make a noise, they come. They think you got food. There's our corn sprouting up. That's our blueberry bush, one of them.
Let me get the bucket away from your Jeep first. Let me get this bucket from your Jeep. Can you get the chickens on the road? They're right there.
Chickens are by the road.
They're on the other side of the house.
Hi, Sky.
Hey, chicken onion. I'm back. Come on, chicken onion. Come on.
Sky, what, honey?
Nobody underneath, right, babe?
No.
She's crying.
Sky, what's the matter? What's the matter?
Guys, this is really bad.
Mr. Rooster.
Now is the moment that they're waiting for. Remember, they're hungry. I'll give them some of these first. Clover is high protein as well. There's the bottle.
Ah, they are eating it up.
Here's the last water. They love to drink water. Especially nice and fresh water. Who don't?
Bless you.
Thank you. They love drinking water. Now, one of those things that I learned, when they have no food in the morning, if you put one thing in food, they will be jumping on top of each other and they might hurt each other. That's why I grab the clovers and I throw 3 patches of clovers, entertain them, so they pack on the clovers, walk around, and then you can put the feed in there. We're on our last feed of the medicated feed, and what do? This is going to the last fourth week. We do a whole month, a whole 4 weeks of medicated feed. So I start introducing to them in that feed some of the other feed. See, if you look at in there, some of the oyster shells, some of the nuts and sunflower seeds and a little bit of a corn.
Some of the regular feed.
Yeah, but majority is still medicated feed. But I put it on top of it, a little bit of it, so they can start getting used to it. it's on the other feeder as well. So, and oyster shells is good.
Let me show the bag of the oyster shells.
Yes.
We give this to our chickens
the oyster
for
shells.
calcium.
We got another one that's open over there, but this is the one that we do. And as you see here, I start mixing already their own feed. This is the medicated feed that we're giving to them. We're on the last bag, but I start mixing it already. This has the pallet 16%,
Protein.
cracker corn, has all types of nuts, has sunflower seeds. I don't know if I see one. Oh, right here. Sunflower seeds, has some oyster shells in there too.
What's that do for them? The calcium, right?
Oyster shells it's a rich calcium. Especially meat birds, they need to have strong muscles and strong bones. The protein will make strong muscles. The oyster shells make strong bones because they get very heavy. So their muscles and bones won't grow in the same way with their weight. What happens is they get weak legs and they give up. And then they don't. A zebra, you see the zebra one?
Oh, where? Oh, the zebra one.
Some of our blacks have some gold in
She
their
ran
feathers.
off. Elijah's favorite is the zebra one. She's hard to get on camera. She runs. Oh, they're happy.
They're
Nice.
happy. All the feeds are full. I like to move a little out of the way so when they're eating one, they're not pooping on each other. But see, what happened is, when you see that feeder is full, but I still see some rooms where they can get more birds in there. But I'm not worried because this feeder here, see that feeder, it's full, but there's still room for other birds to come in. But also we have this feeder, and also we have those two waters.
I like that feeder because you can put it in the top here and just drops down for them right here.
Yes, this is about how much we feed a day. One of these all the way to the top.
Goes down there, and they like that one because it's up in the air for them to reach.
We're pretty much all done. One thing left, our paycheck. We gotta get our paycheck. Come over. Come, let's get our paycheck, Elijah. We gotta get our paycheck now. Oh, I forgot, I gotta get the bowl.
What is a paycheck, Elijah said? What is a
For all
paycheck?
this hard work, now we gotta come and get our payment. And while the chickens are free range, I like to leave this door open to get some fresh air in there. The sun will come and hit right in there. So what I do, I put it like this. Set those two blocks over here. Don't you lose your hooks. They're handy all the time. Now, we gotta get our paychecks. Need paychecks? Oh, we got two ladies in there. So they're laying more paychecks. We got one egg, two more. Oh wow, one double yolk. That's a double yolk egg.
Got one yesterday too.
Extra jumbo. Oh, we got one white.
And they're still working on it. Oh, look at them eating their feed.
And these feed have the nutrients. When they're lacking nutrients, they come over here and eat for themselves. Very good.
They think you got food for
I
them
don't
in
have
the bowl.
anything for you. Your food is right there.
That's our food now.
Well, you guys can hang out and eat whatever you want.
That's our eggs.
I got my paycheck. Thank you for my paycheck. Let's go. So now, guys, this is our routine. It feels like a lot. It is quite a bit, especially when you have to clean that chicken tractor. It is a lot. when you gotta get the wood chips, and when you have a wife smiling at me like saying like, mm-hmm. Right, Bear?
Yeah, because
more work than anything.
what?
Just cutting a tree down with the axe.
Cutting a tree down with an axe, yeah.
That is a very hard work, cutting a tree with an axe. But guys, thank you so much for watching. It is one thing you can do for us to support us, to help us, is hit that subscribe button. If you do that and you push that little bell notification on the side, every time when we release a video, you get a notifier on your phone. It's free, but it's a tremendous help for us. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting our farm. See you next time.